All right, what is up? Welcome to Spoiler Kings. My name's Tim Kramer. I'm with Will, Peppa MD.
Yo,
How you doing, man?
amazing.
Yeah,
Happy to be here.
yeah,
Yeah, how you doing today?
Yeah. Pretty good. Had a pretty crappy headache in the morning, but feeling better. Took a nice long nap. So, and had a shovel, which sucks because it came down like a good 6-7 inches of snow overnight, in Chicago.
Yes.
So
Yeah, it got rough.
Same for you.
Yeah, same for me. I like your hat, by the way. I know I commented on it earlier, but always appreciate the the nostalgic merchandise
the Duff
from
Man.
The Simpsons. Hell yeah, I was actually Duff Man for Halloween one year. It's pretty fun.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you gotta post that one up on there.
Yeah, right.
Duff Man. Yeah. Oh man.
But this week, the movie that we're talking is, I can't even pronounce this, man. I keep having to Hotel Transylvania Transformania. Oof. Try saying that 5 times fast, huh?
I know. That's when I saw the name, I'm like, what's the name of this thing? I'm like, why is it so freaking long? Oh, we got a comment in here. Happy Monday. What's up, Oli? Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
Yeah.
So if you guys don't know already, what's up, Brian? How you doing? We are live on a few platforms. We're live on TikTok. We're live on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook Live. So if you're joining us in any one of these lives, feel free to say hi. You don't have to, say anything else other than just join the convo, or you can just lurk. Up to you.
Yeah, but, hang out.
So for this movie, little background. I've only watched the first one and this one, so I'm kind of missing a little bits and pieces of what's her name?
Mavis.
Her growing up a little bit. I saw her when she was little, and then I see her super grown with kids. But yeah, that's just kind of the background that I have. So don't Thank you for sharing the live. So don't crucify me if I get a few things wrong, a few details wrong. But in the meantime, you want to go ahead and check out the trailer? See,
let's bring this up.
A nice little refresher.
Where we at? Oh, I can't do that. Do we? All right, hold on. I messed it up.
Oh, you good?
All right, here we go. So here we go. Hotel Transylvania, Transformania, the fourth one in the series, like you said. So yeah, it's just they're celebrating the 125th anniversary of the Hotel Transylvania, which is Dracula's hotel that he made just for monsters. And Mavis, who's the daughter, he overhears that he is going to retire and give the hotel to her. So Johnny, who is her husband, who's not a monster, winds up finding out about it and kind of spills the beans and freaks Drac out. So, and in doing so, gets upset because he thinks he doesn't want Johnny to be in charge of the hotel because he's not a monster. So he goes and finds a way to become a monster. And there's this whole thing in the story that becomes a transformation device that can turn normal people into monsters and the monsters into normal people. Hence, Transformania. So that's pretty much the whole movie. And then issues happen and they need to get transformed back before it's too late. And that's about it in a nutshell. Yeah, so the whole thing is roles reverse. Is the human is this big green monster that we see here, Johnny, and Drac is a human, for the first time ever, I guess, right? Yeah. So it's a twist on everything, with stuff like that. Great series, like Brian's saying here. It's a great series, at least the first 3 were. We get that. I mean, definitely a fan favorite. I know when it first came out, like my girlfriend was like, "Oh, we got to watch it," and
oh yeah,
because yeah. Oh, we watched the first one, and the first one is so good because it's such a different take on the whole monster genre. Frankenstein, Mummy, Wolf Man. So just a different take with it, with obviously Adam Sandler kind of creating it and voicing Drac for most of the series, And you got big stars. Selena Gomez is Mavis, Andy Samberg is Johnny. I mean, and then obviously everyone that freaking Adam Sandler knows is in this movie. Was it Kevin Spade? Not Kevin Spade. David Spade.
Yes.
Steve Buscemi.
Fran Drescher.
Fran Drescher. Yeah. Molly Shannon.
Kevin James. Catherine Hahn. No shit.
Catherine Hahn is Drac's wife. She winds up being a Van Helsing, which is, if you know the lore between Dracula and Van Helsing. So,
yes.
So, but what's up, Randy? And it was, hey, Oli. She knows the Oli's in there. That's how Adam Sandler rose. All his friends are always in his shows.
I love it.
Very true.
Yep. Every time.
Very true. But the biggest issue is Adam Sandler is not Dracula in this one.
Oh.
And Brian here, he actually told me, he goes, "Oh, that's not Adam Sandler." I'm like, I thought it sounded a little off, because it was hearing him with his fake Dracula sound in the voice in the back in the first three. It was a little different, and this one wound up being Brian Hall was the voice of Dracula, which he is a YouTuber that does voice impersonation.
Oh, okay.
So
comes from humble beginnings, huh? That's cool.
Yeah. But pretty much, and also Kevin James, who did Frankenstein, was also not in this one as well.
No way, really? So who played him instead?
I forgot who it was. Because they do have them credits. Hard to find like the cast because they still.
Oh, it's Brad Abril. I see.
There you go.
Brad Abril. What?
The YouTube impersonator. Yeah. So I guess he did a short with the Hotel Transylvania guys before called like the Pets, like Pets, and he voiced it then, and now he did a whole movie. And Randy loves these shows. I do too. They're fun. They're fun. They're just like good, goofy. Also, Ceelo Green, right? Yeah, Ceelo Green was in the first one. And this time, they wind up changing it. He was the Mummy, I believe.
Oh.
And that was Keegan-Michael Key replaced him.
I see.
So,
which
that one makes that one makes a little bit more sense because obviously Ceelo was he's kind of busy.
Yeah, he's doing other things.
Yeah, who was he? Yeah, he was the Mummy. Yeah, pretty sure. But yeah, Jim Gaffigan Ninja was in this one, which is super kind of funny.
Yeah, right. He was the party monster. I couldn't tell it was him, but when I checked the cast, I was like, oh, okay, I see.
Yeah, but yeah, the Brian Hall did a pretty good job, I think, with replacing an Adam Sandler voice. The dancing scene in the first one is everything. Yeah,
true.
Yeah. The first one is always still going to be like the best, but I like they're all like different. They're all different. Had their own little thing in this one. But this one was straight to streaming, straight on Amazon Prime Video. So I don't know if that was COVID or if that was intentional or what, but that's where we got it at.
It kind of felt like it was intentional. It just kind of felt like a straight to DVD type movie. It had that vibe. Not that I'm saying it was bad. We'll get to reviews in just a hot second. But I don't know. It didn't seem like a blockbuster type hit. Far from it.
Yeah. Like you said, it was missing something. And then Brian came in. Sandler and James' absence from this film comes after both signed new development deals with Netflix. Yeah. Boom. Especially Sandler signed a big old Netflix deal. So I don't know because this is Sony and it was a Sony production that was on Amazon. So I can see him being like, it kind of sucks because this was his thing. This was
It was.
I believe he helped create it.
Damn. It's just kind of like reminding me of like a flashback from of the Aladdin movies when what's his name Robin Williams did the voice for like the first two, if I'm not mistaken, and then I don't know, no, he did the first one, he didn't come back for the second one, but he came back for the third one.
Yeah.
I hope that they bring Adam Sandler back for like the next one, if it comes to it.
Yeah, if they do another one.
They do another one. Yeah,
we'll see. I do too. I do too, because it's cool to seeing him with all his friends. You know what I mean? It's always
True.
like fun to do. But yeah, enough about the actual movie itself. Let's get into some of the nitty gritty, some of the good stuff. So what are some of the good stuff that you liked about this one?
The movie was really light and fun. It was not so serious, and it had, you know, an easy story to follow. So pretty much, you know, roles get reversed. Drac turns into a human, and then the Mavis's husband turns into a monster. Johnny. Yeah, and the whole thing is you got to turn each other back to the reverse roles before, you know, you permanently go bad or permanently go all in as a monster or all in as a human. And of course, Drac doesn't want that. He wanted to stay a monster, and he was real sneaky. So I'll tell you what I liked about it. Right, so I liked his personality. He's really funny. My favorite scene is it's when like the little his little gun shoots off and hits the zombies, and I think you know where I'm going with this. So hits the zombies, right? Or hits one zombie. He's like, "Oh, a human for the first time in so long," or whatever. And then as he held his arm out, like a zombie bites his arm and he instantly turns back to a zombie. Yeah. That killed me. Such a small scene, but it was a nice little fun one. But yeah, I like that. Who else did I like? I liked I don't know, man. The movie is really, really for kids. Like, I really had my son watching this, and I was trying to pay attention. I paid attention, but it's just everything was just okay to me. Like, but yeah, what about you? Did you have any favorite moments? Anything that stood out to you?
That one was definitely one. The zombie one, that it was something very silly that was funny. I mean, there's the whole mosquito thing was kind of funny when they're in the jungle, you know, where they have to look for a gem kind of thing. Yeah. And that was funny. You know, the whole mosquitoes coming after him was pretty cool. But yeah, it was. I mean, overall, it was like I had a good theme of accepting people for who they are, kind of stuff.
True. Yeah.
You know, and I feel like, especially with this series, the whole Hotel Transylvania series, that's kind of been the whole thing from the beginning, was accepting people for who they are, kind of thing. Yeah. You know, so I mean, like, number one was like that, you know, where with him and Johnny. Number two was like that with what was it? The baby. You know, it's like, is he monster now? Number three with Van Helsing, and then this one, it's just this reoccurring theme. So it was a good theme, but it's just like, what more can you do with it? You know.
True.
So but yeah, I mean, the voice acting was really good, and Andy Samberg as Johnny is perfect. You know, just the way the character is very Adam Sandberg-esque, you know.
True.
But yeah, Fran Drescher was, you know, as Frankenstein's like wife, was super awesome. And
Frankenstein was kind of funny for like all the selfies, and he got all like self-absorbed. That was like a cool thing that I kept seeing, because he's known to be, you know, I mean, the Frankenstein monster, his name is not Frankenstein. Victor Frankenstein is the one that creates this monster, but the monster, right, they call him Frank in here, which is funny. But once he gets transformed into a human, he gets all pretty boyed out. and he starts taking selfies constantly, and he's like, I don't know. That was pretty funny seeing him. And then him and his wife, Frankenstein Monster's wife, kind of gave me like Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head vibes. They had like this little chemistry that was just funny to see him kind of go back and forth and whatnot. I kind of wish I saw her a little bit more, but I know it's not about her. But yeah, that was just it reminded me about Frankenstein Monster.
Yeah. Well, I like the was it the Wolf Man? Is that Wayne? I think is the wolf.
Wayne.
It's just that.
Yeah. Was he Wolfman or was he a raccoon or something?
No, he's I think he's the Wolf Man with like the 20 kids.
Okay. Those are wolves. Those are all wolf kids.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think Molly Shannon is the wife, and that's a kind of a reoccurring joke. Is like who's trying to take care of the kids with all the kids and stuff like that. So that's always like fun to watch. But I always find him more funny. And then when everyone transformed into not monsters and the Invisible Man became visible.
Oh yeah,
I thought that was pretty funny. It was kind of a cliche played out thing with Invisible Man, like he's walking around naked, So and he's like, yeah, that's why you can only see my glasses because So that was pretty funny though. And the other with the blob turning into just a
plate of Jello.
Yeah,
that was good.
And then they got freaked out and they just put like eyeball, like fake, like googly eyes inside to make it look. So that was pretty good. I had a good laugh at that one. But I don't know. What about some of the bad stuff? What are some of the stuff you didn't like?
Some of the bad stuff. One, just finding out that Adam Sandler wasn't voicing Drac. That's number one. Two, I would say like they didn't really build too much, or like in my opinion, maybe it was unnecessary for Drac to lie to what's his name? I can't even think of his name. For who's Mavis's husband? Johnny, yeah. So to Johnny, Drac lies to him because Mavis overhears that he's trying to, give away his business, right? Or like, pass the torch to his daughter. And if the daughter gets it, then of course her husband also gets, I guess, in their eyes, equal ownership, right? So Johnny's over here like, right? Johnny's making plans and he's like, oh, Johnny, take over. We're going to do this, and this, and add all these crazy features at a hotel that has been so like plain and more monster, oriented. And so it's more of an old school feel for the hotel. And Johnny wants to do all this crazy stuff. So then Drac's like, oh, no, I'm not giving the business. I'm actually going to do this or whatever. And he doesn't want to give it to him because he claims to Johnny that, what is it? There's a real estate law that you can't break. Yeah, that you can't own the hotel unless you're a monster, which is the whole reason why this whole like monster changing gun comes into play. So yeah. But I didn't like him lying to him. I was like, man, that's a pretty shitty thing to do. Just the plot just pissed me off. But it had me engaged, right? So I guess that was a good thing. It made me feel, and that's what I look for when it comes to a movie. Like I don't like to just, walk away and start doing other stuff. This was definitely that kind of movie to do it to if it's one of those straight to streaming services. But it kept me in my seat. But another thing that I didn't like, I don't know. Not too much stuff. It was okay. It was. I didn't like dislike anything that hard. Yeah. What about you?
Yeah, the whole Adam Sandler not coming back. Because literally the whole time, I'm like, it sounds weird. Damn. And I thought I looked it up, and when I looked it up, if you just Google it really quick, he still shows up. Like there's two people as voicing Drac for this movie. So I was like, oh, yeah, okay. And then Brian is the one that told me, like, oh, no, it's not. And then when I looked into it, I'm like, oh, yes, it's YouTuber, that's voicing him, which is kind of interesting. It didn't upset me, but I was just like, I'm like, oh, that really sucks, because he's like the guy.
Right.
And but so that was kind of it. And then finding out also Kevin James is not Frankenstein. It didn't bother me as much because I think Frankenstein really didn't have that many lines. But
Right.
but definitely Drac was a big one. And then like I said, like the story's kind of been said already. It's like why hasn't he accepted Johnny? Like he accepted Johnny after the first one. Like so why are we doing it again? It was kind of like annoying, because in the second one it was like all about the baby, and then the third one was about him and his wife, who's it, Van Helsing daughter chick. So I'm like, I thought you
Van
Catherine
Helsing's
Hahn's
daughter.
character. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So Van
Erica,
Helsing has a daughter. Yeah.
Erica. Yep.
And so it's like, and now we're going back to like the whole him not trusting Johnny or not liking Johnny. I was like, we've done this like 2 movies ago. So
Oh wow.
yeah. So but it was still a little different take on it. But yeah, I mean it was okay. I just felt like the story was they were just playing on the tropes of like, oh, he's a monster now, and now he's the he's not the monster. Was it the granddaughter, Van Helsing's granddaughter? So it might be. Yeah, I lost track of like who's related to who type of stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was that the whole that was kind of like that, and they barely showed the kid, their daughter or the son, Mavis's and Johnny's son. They had 2 scenes in it, and then all the I love the little werewolf babies, and they weren't in it a lot. I wish they were in it more. That was making me, because I like them, because it's just funny because it's like 20 of them and they just like run amok and go crazy, for the like they did it in this one, but only like one time, I think.
Yeah.
So I was like, I wanted more of the little crazy baby werewolves. But yeah, I mean, like you said, it felt like a straight to DVD kind of movie. Like it just something was missing. Like it wasn't box office quality.
Facts.
So yeah, I'm just not sure. I don't know. I'm like, can it be Adam Sandler? Can Adam Sandler not voicing Dracula make it not feel legit?
Ooh, that's a good question. I don't know. I mean, almost, and I want to say Robin Williams. Right? I'm kind of going back to Aladdin. When we got somebody else playing Genie, did you still feel like he was Genie? Because that's the same thing here, and he's even a better
kind of vibe.
Voice actor, Robin Williams, in my opinion, at least.
Oh yeah, Robin Williams, like he's able to do different voices, where Adam Sandler still sounds like Adam Sandler with a crappy Dracula accent, So
Yeah.
But the like doing something like that, like talking about like Aladdin 2, when it wasn't Robin Williams, it felt off. I remember as a kid not knowing at the time, and I'm like, yeah, it felt weird, like just like something was missing. Yeah. Granted, Brian Hall I think did a great job replacing, because it's like the whole time I'm like, is it him? Is it not him? Is it him? I was like, because there's little parts where I'm like, oh, that sounds a little weird, but but yeah, I mean, that's the thing is like, a famous guy like Adam Sandler not voicing a character, like, is that what changed it? I don't know. To me, it also might be just the story. It was kind of funny, but it didn't really have too much depth. I just felt like they were doing funny stuff just to do funny stuff. There wasn't like, they tried to do the heartfelt moment at the end, where like, I do accept you and blah blah blah, and it just didn't have the same heartfelt moment that the other ones had.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
that's how I feel.
Fair enough.
But yeah. Anything else?
I just find it interesting that even though Adam Sandler didn't play Drac in this one, it's funny that he's so drawn to this character. So he's actually played like a Dracula character in real life. I don't know if you remember in another movie where he's like, "I want to suck your blood." And he's saying that in what movie is it? It's also Kevin James, which is funny enough. The movie I Now Pronounce You Chuck and Larry, when they're at the club.
Oh, yeah.
And everyone thinks that Adam Sandler's character is like the bottom in the relationship.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Why does everybody think I'm the woman?" And then I forgot his name, but he's like, "You're Count Succula, and you don't want to get what is it? Lipstick on your straw."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking like he was actually Dracula. Yeah, I remember that.
Dracula.
Yeah.
But it was a version of him, if you will.
Yeah. Yeah. That's funny. There's no way that movie can ever be. If you ever look, it's not on TV anymore. It's not anywhere, like anywhere. So that definitely that movie is built for its time, made for its time.
I agree.
And Brian said, I agree with Tank. The story was just a remake of the second one. It was like the studio did it just to make money. Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah. So, but at least the second one, I think, had a little bit more. It was still different from the first one, because the second one was with the baby and is like, do you accept do you accept this kid that's your blood, but he doesn't have your traits? I guess I don't know. So I don't know.
That's all I got.
Yeah. I think that's all I got for this one too. It was definitely a kids movie, man. It was made for kids, for sure. But cool, man. You wanna let everyone know how we rate our movies?
Oh yeah, it's spoiling time. No. Yeah. Let's break it down. So pretty much here at the Nerd Huddle, we like to review movies a little bit differently. Thank you, Daniel Watson.
Hey,
so the way we review movies is one of three ways. It's going to be located right there in the bottom. So we are either going to rate this movie a watch now, a watch later, or a watch never. A watch now means drop everything and go ahead and watch this movie because it's that good. Watch later means put it on the back burner. Thank you again. Put it on the back burner and watch it when you have some time. And then watch never means don't even give this movie time of day. It's bad. With that being said, what do you think this movie falls under? Now, later, or never?
I'm gonna give Transformania probably a later. It wasn't so bad where I was like bored or started doing something else, and just never finished it, because you could easily get up and start doing other stuff while you're at home watching it. It was enough funny little parts and silliness that kept me at least watching it. But it wasn't at the same level as the first one. That first one was a now. This one is definitely not to that caliber of it. But it was fun. If you got nothing to do on Friday, Saturday night, stuck with the weather, and you got nothing else to watch, it's worth a watch, whenever, if you want. Especially if you like the first couple ones, you'll at least somewhat enjoy the silliness of this one. Like you said with the Frankenstein, that was so funny, and you get it because they make him very ugly, because he's Frankenstein's monster. So obviously, but
right.
Yeah, it was fun. What about you, man? What do you give it?
So wow, let me just look up this title again. So for Hotel Transylvania Transformania, I give this movie a watch later for a couple reasons. One, it's a fun movie to watch with your kids. It's nothing that's gonna break records, right? Two, this is made by Sony Animation Studios, so it's just, you're not gonna get that Pixar, that Disney animation, caliber of movie. So it's subpar in that field. And for losing on Adam Sandler, Kevin James, and all these other parts that could have made this one level up, that's why I give it a later. The movie was fun. it was a nice hour and a half watching this at home. So I was very happy to be comfortable on my couch, cuddling up with my son, watching this. It was great. Has a nice, cast. It had Ninja, it had Steve Buscemi, had some awesome people. And for that, again, I give it a later. Definitely Far From a Never. You should watch this movie. Just not right now. That's the way I kind of take it. Again, still good movie, good parts. Had me engaged the whole time. I didn't go start doing other stuff. I didn't go start washing dishes or doing anything else. I stayed with the movie whole time. So I was proud of that, at least, because my ADD ass can only sit still for so long. But yeah, it was nice. So nice change of a movie. There wasn't really much this week released anyways after the Scream. So it's like, what else can we watch? It's time to watch a later movie. That's exactly what we're going to do.
I know, right? Yeah. So this one came out 2 weekends ago. Not this previous weekend, 2 weekends ago, which it came out when Scream came out. So obviously I want to say we went with Scream, but part of me is like, I kind of, I know it's a little off topic. The more I talk about Scream and watch other people and leave comments about like the movie Scream, the more upset I am with the movie. The more upset, because like, when you start talking and you have different conversations with people that see things different, like the Gadunk guys, chatting with them, chatting with Baker Review and stuff like that, and they all kind of had the same feeling we had. I think the Gadunk guys like really didn't like it. So you start nitpicking it and stuff like that. So it was like we had to pick between Scream and Hotel Transylvania. I think we both thought Scream was going to be, a home run, but
thought so.
Swing and miss. But either way, two fairly big movies, that came out. But so let's see what Hotel Transylvania did on Rotten Tomatoes. So not that good. So the tomato meter got it at 65 reviews. This is the critics. And it's only at 52%, which is, that is not good. And then the audience is at 43%. So
despicable.
Wow. Yeah. So not good. Not good. Let me see what some of the audience were saying. Some not good stuff. Rubbish, not funny. Should not have bothered. Previous films were way better. It was so bad and boring, pointless. The only time worth watching is around Halloween. They said, they said, blame Amazon for releasing this 3 months too late.
Seriously, I was wondering why this got released now. Even the Scream movie could have been released at a different time. But this one, like, you're gonna follow up after Scream, and that one, it didn't flop, but it didn't exceed expectations. It was a bad move releasing this movie when it did come out. So
this definitely should have been around Halloween. I agree. So some of the critics said it's chuckle worthy, which I agree, and nothing more. I'm right there with it. It's worth a good little laugh, but and somebody said it's a fitting end to a mediocre or a fitting mediocre end to the franchise that was always been okay. And I wouldn't say it was just okay. It was definitely better. Better than okay, but so not too good with the critics or the audience, which kind of I think where we're at with it, So I think the critics probably it seemed like they hated it a little bit more than we did, but it was fun. Watch it with your kids. It is, it's streaming, so everyone's got Amazon. Might as well. True. But going forward for the next couple of weeks, we don't know what we're gonna do yet. So make sure you hit that sub button and check us out when we go live. We'll see what's playing. If nothing big is playing in theaters, we might do some classic reviews and watch some of our favorite movies, and just go back and do that. So that's always fun. There are, yeah. There's so many movies I love that I would love to talk about.
Yeah,
so
same.
but we'll see, because Morbius was going to be on our list pretty soon, but they got pushed back a few months.
Bruh.
So,
Again.
yeah, thanks COVID. Yeah,
seventh time, right? Isn't the seventh time it got pushed back?
Yeah, I think so. It's insane. Insane.
Yeah, that's terrible.
So we'll see what we do next week. For sure, tomorrow we're gonna do another movie giveaway. I know I've been saying it for the past couple of weeks, but we are gonna do it. I got the video. I just got to do a little bit less stuff, and then we'll get that out. Do some more giveaways.
Oh,
that's what Brian wants us to do, some old school fighting stuff. We were talking about Street Fighter and the old Street Fighter. Oh, because Ming Wei Yun, I think, who was Chung Li back then.
yeah.
Because now she's in Book of Boba, so we brought up Street Fighter. We're like, how is she like 50 something and still like a smoke show? So so we brought up Street Fighter and then the old school Mortal Kombat. He said review both. Is that a bad idea? So there's a lot of old school movies that I would love to rewatch if we got nothing else going on. So yeah, the Street Fighter was one of those awesome, horrible movies with an A-list freaking actors that just was so bad. But it was a good bad, I think now. But cool, man. Anything else from you before we head out?
Nah, go ahead and follow us on all of our social media. We have a nice Monday through Thursday schedule in which we have a bunch of content. Want to go ahead and pull up that nice little calendar?
Yeah.
Well, bam. Go ahead, hit him with the schedule.
All the good stuff. So tomorrow we got over on the Nerd Huddle channel, Panda and Grizzly, where we talk about football and Chicago Bears kind of stuff. So Green Bay lost, so there's definitely a lot to talk about that. That's gonna be super fun. And then Wednesday, Dynasty Pylon over on the Dynasty Pylon channel. Martin and Mark and their guests, whoever they bring on, they talk about IDP fantasy football and Dynasty fantasy football, and as well as just the football that's going on. So definitely go over, check out the Nerd Huddle and Dynasty Pylon for all your football sportsy stuff. This schedule is a little bit older, but on Wednesday, we do our second show for Spoiler Kings, where me and Brian talk about all the TV / streaming shows. So we're doing Peacemaker, the next episode of Peacemaker. We're doing the next episode of Boba Fett, and then we'll see what else we might talk about, some of the other new shows on Hulu and stuff. So definitely check us out there if you want to, talk about those shows, because we are in love with Peacemaker. It's such a fun, stupid fun show. And then of course Book of Boba. So that's a little bit old, but don't worry about it. And then Sunday we do our morning spike, where we before kickoff on football Sunday, we talk football. We do fantasy football, and now we're doing just playoffs and all that good stuff. And then during the off season, we're gonna have a lot of fun. We're gonna do a lot more trivia. We're gonna do some more mock drafts. We're gonna talk like division still and stuff. So the off season coming up is gonna be really good. And then the first couple of weeks after the Super Bowl, we decided we're going to have a therapy session. Kind of anybody who bugged us, we kind of get to vent a little bit or apologize. You're like, hey, we said this person was gonna suck and we were wrong. So make sure you go check us out there if you're into football and stuff like that. But yeah, over here, check us out on Spoiler Kings, man. We're doing a lot of stuff between me and Will on Mondays doing movies, me and Brian on Wednesdays doing TV shows. So fun.
Hell yeah.
Fun time. It is legit, like super fun. Just a little teaser right there. A little Peacemaker.
I never knew he could swear so much. Never heard so many curse words come out of his mouth. I just started watching, so hopefully I can join in with the next episode of Spoiler Kings, talking about Peacemaker.
Heck yeah,
oh man, so fun.
Heck yeah, dude. Yeah. I think we're gonna do episode 4 that just came out. But yeah, it's super, super awesome show. But yeah, man, check us out everywhere. We're trying to get to 100. Hopefully the end of February. That's the goal. We'll see what happens. 100. And then we're gonna do a giveaway. We're for sure gonna do a giveaway. We might do a cool box set or something, but still be something movie nerdy related. So
Who knows? We might fly you out to a Chicago theater if you're across the states. Get you some VIP seats next to us too, lads. And no,
yeah,
one day.
Yeah, one day if we're like super famous.
We'll fly somebody out. I want to do that one day. That sounds so fun.
That'd be super fun. Yeah, I mean that could be a thing too. We can always whoever wins can come on a show with us, and they pick the movie that we talk about, and we just talk about whatever movie they want. You know, we'll give them a gift, and then they could pick a movie, and they could be a spoiler king for a day. So
Hey,
that'd be cool too.
I like that.
So
I like that.
We'll see, man. We'll see. But right now we're at 72. So please help us get to 100. We'll really appreciate it.
We're so close.
Excuse me. We are. But that is it from us. Where he goes, 100,000 viewers, fly them out.
Hell yeah.
I wish. If we get to 100,000 subs, maybe.
Damn.
Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
You're flying coach though, but yeah.
On Spirit, so you probably got to fly the plane yourself.
That's the face you make when you fly Spirit.
Pretty much.
Yep.
Dress and all. Yep.
Oh, wow. All right, man. Cool. Anything else?
Nah, shout out to my Dead by Daylight community on Facebook. We just had our 4-year anniversary of being a group on Facebook with 57,000 members currently today. Bravo, Dead by Daylight, bravo, Randy, and all the amazing admins and moderators that we have. Always killing it day to day. Shout out to, I'm saying. Shout out to Asia, who's a brand new mod, but I swear she's acting like an admin. She's like knocking out 5 billion posts per day. I swear, she don't even need me anymore. Awesome. No, but it's a good time. We're slowly but surely making bigger moves to, one, get some sponsorship, and then two, just make more and more community, more and more creators coming in. And recently we've had like the voice actor from the Dead by Daylight video game come and get interviewed. So we want to get all of that and just combine it under this umbrella company that we're now known as Scarecast Productions. So I'm pretty excited for that. And yeah, that's about it. That's all I got. Shout out to the one and only game that I play.
Yeah, check them out. If you go on our Facebook, on the Nerd Huddle Facebook page, I shared the page to the Scarecast production. So you guys don't want to miss that out. Yeah, man. Randy's awesome. She's the leader over there. So she's super fun, and we'll hope to have her on this show again pretty soon. Yeah, man. I'm in that group, and it's legit a fun group being. You know, a lot of memes and having fun and stuff like that. So, yeah, for sure. Congrats, 57, man, 57,000.
Wow,
awesome. Yeah, cool, man. That is awesome. But yeah, let's go out on a high note with some really good news. Congrats. Cool, man. Yeah, and then that's it for today. So make sure you hit that sub button. We'll see you guys Wednesday talking about some TV shows, and next week about the next movie. But we'll see you guys later.
Peace.
Bye.